Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen.
Okay, and we got a follow-up. The last 2 weeks we've talked about a child who had a traumatic experience at the dentist. Mom has written in here at the top of the hour and says it's so hard to make an appointment with a psychiatrist. Everywhere it's a waiting time. He's on guanfacine at the moment. What do you do when you've got an urgent issue in a pandemic and you need to have your child see a psychiatrist? Like, is there a button we need to push to, and she says that she's not seen a difference in his anxiety.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the dosage is, and that's, guanfacine is not really going to, it's going to lower his blood pressure, but it's not really going to affect anxiety directly. You do need to see, I mean, you could also begin by trying to see his pediatrician. But really you need to see a psychiatrist. A lot of times pediatricians will be very hesitant to give medication to children for anxiety. Yeah, I think that you really do need to try and get in with someone. I'm trying to think if there are other ways that you can get access to a psychiatrist. Honestly, I don't know. I think you just need to be persistent and call. Okay, well, I just saw Mom wrote that the pediatrician won't prescribe any medication, which is also odd. But I think you just need to be very persistent and call your insurance and say this is urgent, and explain to them some of the things that you're experiencing. And maybe exaggerate a little bit and scare them so that they will give you some sort of priority. I know that if you go to university type clinics, I'm not sure where you are, but for example, if you were to call UCLA or a university health center that is near you, they will get you in immediately because they're very concerned about something. I remember the things that you described to us, and they should be able to get you in much, much faster.
Okay. But I do think, the system is not built. I don't know who the system is built for. I was going to say the system is not built for people who have needs, but which is crazy, right? And urgent needs. But I don't know I don't even know who it's built for, especially in a pandemic. I don't think, I don't think anything's working the way we would want it to work. It does require a certain amount of persistence and they tell me to take him to the emergency room if he's been hurting himself. And I think, that is what you're going to be told. I don't know. And I don't want to speak against going to the emergency room if you feel that you need to go to the emergency room. And I want to hear from Dr. Granpeesheh, but I, know that a lot of times the emergency room is not a great answer either. I would keep working the phone personally and trying to get someone who actually can make a decision and get you to a psychiatrist to understand that it's urgent and that you need to get in. And she says, I don't want to scare him more and try to put him in a clinic. What about you, Dr. Granpeesheh? How do you feel about emergency room visits?
Yeah, I think emergency rooms are just nonsense in a lot of different ways because, first of all, right now during the pandemic, I wouldn't want anyone exposed to an emergency room unless they had to, because most of the people in the ER are going to be sick. And so I don't think you should be going there anyway. I think you need to be putting a lot of pressure on the pediatrician, who is, for all practical purposes, his primary. And so really the pediatrician is the one that needs to be trying to get you to see someone. Also, even if there are psychiatrists who are busy at the moment, make an appointment for whenever they give you, because before you know it, that date will be up. And yeah, just be persistent and have the pediatrician help you, because you need to get in to see a psychiatrist.
Yeah. I'm one of those people that people complain about because I can work a phone like nobody's business. Because you know what I do? I get somebody on the phone and I say, you know, this is what I need. And when they go, no, you can't do that, I go, thank you. Can I talk to your manager?
Yeah.
Can I talk to the office manager? And they go, well, I just told you, I know. And then I don't argue that with them. I go, oh, so are you telling me that I can't talk to the office manager? Tell me again what your name is.
Yeah.
And then I say it again. I say, so I'm going to ask you again, can I talk to your office manager? And I'm going to note that that was 3 times that you refused to let me talk to the office manager. And then they let you talk to the office manager. My mother used to say I should teach a class in this because I'm always nice, I'm polite, but I'm one of those people complain about. But that is what it takes to get through, you know, they put guards around people so that they're not taking every single phone call. But when you need it, you know, you just keep saying, you know, I'd like to talk to your manager. And if that manager doesn't help, you say, I'd like to talk to your manager until you were talking to the last person. Okay, they gave you a list of psychiatrists. I've been calling, I left some messages and made one appointment for March. Ugh,
Yeah.
it's just,
I know it's really terrible, but keep calling. Like you will eventually find someone who is available earlier than March, and hopefully it's early March, and that's 2 weeks from now. But keep calling because this is really, really important. And when you leave messages, I would make sure they understand that this is an urgent need.
Supposedly on the back of all of our cards now, as of this year, there's supposed to be a number that you call for mental health. Like, make sure you're calling the right number for mental health. And you know, if insurance is not an issue, my new thing that we knew about way back when, but we're revisiting it, is that everybody has a 211 website for their state and a 211 on your phone that you can call and get resources when you need an emergency. And I bless your heart, I'm sending you a hug because she says, I'm just so tired of not being able to help him.
I hear you. I saw that. I'm so sorry about that. It's just so sad sometimes when you know, we see our kids and they're in need, and it's such a struggle to get them help. And this is a horrible time. It is. Everyone is, you know, overbooked, overwhelmed. It's just a really difficult time. But as Shannon said, it'll pay off, and you just have to continue to be persistent. And I give you a hug as well, and power to you. I hope you can persist.
Thanks for watching Autism Live. If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.